What is going on, guys? My name is Phamily Shucks and welcome back to another episode of Clash of Clans. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on a new form or strategy of BARCH called FFF. Now, a quick explanation on my knowledge of FFF is that it stands for 4-finger fighting, which in this case you'll obviously be using 4 fingers. So I started to learn more about this strategy from Buddha from Wrath of God. He is probably the best Barcher I know because not only does he 2-star bases with BARCH, but he is also barching in the 3800s and still rising. And his channel will be in the description, guys. Go check him out. He has some awesome gameplay of him 2-starring bases with BARCH. So moving along, hand positioning for this strategy is crucial. Preferably, in order to pull off this strategy, it is better if you have a tablet or iPad or something with a larger screen, because I myself have an iPad 3 and it makes barching much more easier compared to an iPhone or an iPod. In short terms, you're going to be using your index finger and thumb on both hands, forming a pinching formation. And basically, you're going to be starting from the corner of the base and then pushing out and back in along the sides of the base simultaneously with each finger on each hand. Now, there is going to be a short demo video on how to position and use your fingers for this strategy somewhere before the replays, so don't worry if this slightly confuses you. Just stay tuned and you can see visually how to position and use your fingers. And that part sounded a little bit sexual, but let's move on. So what you will need to pull off this strategy are basically the basics of BARCH. You got your heroes, your level 6 archers, and your level 6 barbarians. There is, however, a slight change in the spells. I found it best to carry a rage spell, which I will talk a little bit more later on. But specifically for this strategy, there is a slight change from before, but overall not that noticeable. You just need 100 barbs, 120 archers, 1 rage, and 3 lightnings, and carry anything you prefer in the clan castle, and don't forget your heroes. So now in terms of the barrack training for this composition, it's pretty basic, working best of course if you have level 9 plus barracks. Now to train up each of the barracks, this is for each barrack, just put in 30 archers and 25 barbarians into each. And finally, before we head into the replays, just a short breakdown of the army and training time. The total cost for the army is 150,000 elixir with a full training time of 2 hours and 15 minutes, not including boosting the spell factory. And then breaking down the elixir expense, you got the barbs costing 15,000 and then the archers costing 36,000. And then in total, the barbarians and archers take around 20 minutes and 5 seconds to completely train. And lastly, for the spells, you got 3 lightning and 1 rage that cost 99,000 elixir and 2 hours and 50 minutes to train without boost. So that's basically it on the black and white of the FFF strategy, but now let's head on to the hand positioning demo video and also the replays to show you guys how to put it into action. So here we are with the hand positioning and finger usage portion of the guide. As you can clearly tell, I am not daddy, so I rigged a ghetto tripod using AP history books and binders. And don't forget, this is my sexy hand reveal, so don't get too wet. So as you can see, this is how I'm going to be deploying and positioning my hands. I'm going to be starting from each of the corners, got 2 of my fingers on each end, and I'm going to be spreading out and then back in using the barbs and then switching quickly to the archers. So that's basically it for this hand demo. Don't forget to have your fingers positioned like you're pinching something and start from the corners, go out and then back in, and that's basically it. So now let's put all of this knowledge into some enemy bases. So here we are starting off with the typical flower base that I always love to attack. It's an easy 50% on the outside. Now you do notice that he does have heroes on the outside, so I am going to take care of that. It's only his Archqueen, so it isn't really much, but at the same time that also triggers his clan castle. Now with FFF, you will be triggering the clan castle somewhere at the beginning of the raid because it is a type of strategy that surrounds the whole base quickly rather than going side by side. So there I have it. I'm taking out the clan castle right now, and then now I'm going to be starting my attack after I took care of the clan castle and the Archqueen. So starting by zooming out to get an entire view of the base, I'm going to start laying down my barbarians, followed quickly by my archers, and they're going to take care of the outside buildings and also manage to take care of some buildings on the inside of the walls. Now due to the new update, since the Barbarian King is so centralized, he's not even going to come out or worry about any of my troops on the outside, which is why it makes barching much more easier. Another reason why I like FFF a little bit more is because it's a very fast strategy, so as you can see I'm racking up the percentage pretty quickly right now, getting closer to that 50%. I think I got to around 48% in under 30 seconds or so, which might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but as you can see in the replay, we are at 48% right now, and I'm going to place down my Archqueen on this top right compartment, and she's going to pick up the 2%, the last 2% to get me that 1 star. So there we have it. I'm going to place down my Archqueen and activate her ability right away to give her a little bit of boost in her damage, and then she's going to take out that cannon and archer tower for the last final 2%. So now heading on to the last and final replay. I know it's only 2 replays, but honestly it's BARCH, so it's a pretty simple and basic strategy that you guys should pick up pretty quickly. So I just thought a couple replays would be enough for you guys to get the hang of it and try it out for yourself. And if these replays aren't enough, there will be some more BARCH replays in the future, so don't worry about it. So as you can probably tell, this is a base that I love to attack a lot. He did have a change of his base though, because he did have his Barbarian King on the outside, so I did have to take care of him just to get rid of the distractions, so that way my Barbarians and Archers only went for the outside buildings. And it's the same deal, guys. I'm going to zoom out to get a whole view of the base, then I'm going to start from the corners, place down my Barbarians first, followed up quickly by my Archers. I'm going to let them take out the percentage around the base, get some more percentage inside the base and work their way, and then whatever's left I'm going to use my Clan Castle and my heroes and my spells to get up the last percent. So there is roughly 5% left that I need to get that 1 star, but there is some straggling archers and they're going to help me get closer to that 50%. And now when it's at 49%, I'm going to place down my Arch Queen. She's going to take out the Dark Elixir Drill, and that's basically going to wrap up the raid and the tutorial. So I hope you guys all learned a lot about the new strategy of BARCH called FFF. Hope you guys give it a try, and that's about it. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.